What baby step am I on? So I am in between baby step 2 and baby step 3. And the reason why I say I'm in between those two is because I have paid all but two of my debts. And that is one student loan debt that I'm still repaying. That was for a private bar loan that I took out. And then the other is my car loan. So my car loan is going to take a little while to pay off, but the plan is to have that paid off in the next 2 years. And then the reason why I say I'm in the middle of baby step 3 is because we have 3 of the 3 to 6 month expenses saved, and I want us to have 6. Because we have 3 small children, I want us to have more than the minimum. So I want us to have 6. So we're still working on that part. So how did we get there? How did I finish paying off all of my debt? I told you that I had about $15,000 in consumer debt, and so that was my credit card. But on top of that, I had my student loan payments, and I had some other stuff that came up. So how did we do it? I am going to give you what we did. And I don't see a whole lot of people talking about it on the financial journeys that discuss how they go from baby step to baby step. Most times that I see people doing these kind of videos, they talk about how either they made extra hours, they took on second and third jobs, they sold things around the house, those things. But this is a little different, okay? So this is what we did. We sold our house. Last time in this house, it's all empty now. So let me tell you what made us make that decision. Okay. So our home was lovely, but we were starting to outgrow it. When we bought it at the time where the market was still kind of a buyer's market. Things were low. The economy was just starting to turn around. So we bought that house in 2012, 13, and we sold the house in 2017. We made a decent profit when we sold the house. Our intent in selling the house was to get us enough money to pay off my debt and to pay off my husband's debt. And I had no shame in saying that is exactly what we did. I also have no shame in saying that we bought another house shortly thereafter. And no, we didn't have the 20% that Dave tells us to have. But for us, it was better to own another home going into it debt free, essentially, than paying rent to someone else, because we weren't earning any equity on that house. Because we bought our first house, we earned enough equity in it when we sold it to be able to get us out of our consumer debt between the two of us. And so that allowed us to pay off our cards, both of our cards, and then get enough money to put aside some, which is half of the 3 to 6 month expenses. So that's how we got it, and that's how we got it quickly. We didn't worry about what people would say about us selling our home while we moved out of it. We didn't worry about any of that. And I have no shame in saying that's one of the impetus for us selling our home, is because we needed the money to come out of the home and to go into our debts. So what do I have left? I have a $10,000 student loan debt that's left, and I have my car loan. My student loan debt is down. I think I'm about 8,000. So I intend to pay that off in about a year and a half. I anticipate a raise is coming soon, and so I'll start throwing more debt at that. And then my car payment, once my student loan is paid, I'm going to, do the snowball and roll it. And I have been doing the snowball for a while. It just wasn't picking up enough steam, and so that kind of forced the conversation of, we really need to sell our house. We really need to get out of it. It reminds me of a Medea movie that I watched. I can't remember the name of it, but a part of, actually it was one of her plays. Part of it was a segment that just kind of came off the cuff, and Tyler Perry as Medea was talking about, people having pride in buying houses, buying in a gated community, buying in an HOA, and then, the pride that comes along with not being able to afford it.
One more thing, he said, if this is you and you don't know what to do, four letters. It's deep. I want you to get this in your spirit. God told me to tell you, he said, move. You got your health and strength, but you about to let a house put you in the hospital. What is wrong with you?
All right.
Pack up. I would rather be in a small one-room shack and be happy than sitting in a mansion miserable. I don't know what is wrong with us. We have started to worry about what people say and what they're going to say if I get put out there. They're struggling too. They just don't want you to know. Pack up and get out of there. Your peace of mind is worth more than that.
That's right.
As long as you got your health and strength, you will get another house. Sometimes, never listen to me. This is a trick. Never be afraid to take 4 or 5 steps back, because it can lead you 10 miles ahead. And it's always the smart people who step back so that they can go forward. Do you understand? Don't let nobody come through.
And while we could afford our home, it just wasn't the best place for us to be financially because we had those other debts. And so we had to take a step back and say, what is best for our family? Is it best for our family to remain in this home, or is it best for us to sell our home, make a little bit of money, clean out our consumer debt so we don't have those minimum payments that we have to make on those things, and then move forward into another house? So that's what we did. We took the earnings and we paid our credit cards off. We took the earnings and we made a down payment on our home. We took the earnings and we set aside our 3 months of expenses. And then, yes, we bought some furniture, and then we made some changes into our current home that also put some equity into that house. So that's how we did it. Real simple, real honest, real transparent. And you can do it too. So let me know what baby step you're on and how you're doing and how you got there. And until next time, journey on.